Good evening, ladies. I miss you all.
Hey, hey, how you doing?
Hey, everybody out there. I just want to remind you guys, please like, share, subscribe, and leave us a comment. And don't forget, we are going to be on JRPG radio on April 1st, a conversation in jazz or jazz in a conversation. So please come ride with us, listen to some real smooth jazz, and listen to your girls talk about relationships and why we believe there is still a silver lining. Right, ladies?
It is,
Right.
yes.
Please watch. Please listen.
Yes. So ladies, listen to this. I was online and I read this the other day. And a guy said, just because a man is dating you doesn't mean he's in a relationship with you. So let's talk about that from the woman's point of view and then from the man's point of view. So who wants to start?
All right.
Okay. I do think women get more confused than men. To me, that's because men have game. But I think that when women are in a relationship with a guy, if you see the guy on a regular basis, you kind of sort of think you're in a relationship with him. Where men may be seeing a factor of women. And that's, he's just that way with all the women that he sees. So you're just one of the other women. So yeah, I think on a woman's point of view that we do tend to believe that we are in a relationship with, that person. We may be telling our friends that. We may go out, meet somebody. Oh, hey, this is so-and-so. That's what I've been telling you about, or something. I don't know. But I think women tend to believe that. I believe more than men.
So let me ask you, Bonnie, do you think that women want to hear the words that, we are, we're monogamous, we're, it's just us kind of, what do you think?
It's funny because today's women, and I'm not going to say me, myself, but some women that I've spoken to, they just like take it for whatever it is. We're going out together. That's it. And that's enough for them. Okay. Maybe when they get deeper, they kind of want to hear it. But I've known people who've gone out with a guy for a couple of years. Okay. And they've never heard it. They say things like, I think he said he loved me. Or, we've been hanging out a whole lot lately. And that gives them the security that that's their man. So,
so I looked up, I said, let me look up and see what Wikipedia says about relationships. So what Wikipedia said, definition of the word relationship, the relationship between two people or groups in the way in which they feel and behave toward each other. So now if that is the definition of relationship, if a man is making you feel a certain way and you're feeling a certain way, don't you think that uniquely you automatically, based on what the definition is, kind of come to that conclusion without hearing the words?
I think so, but I also think that that's a new generation.
Okay.
I think back in our days or before our days, okay, that we kind of heard it. The man kind of committed to you and you committed to the man. I don't know about this nowadays, like, okay, I've been going out with him for 2 years, but I don't know what to call him. How do I introduce my friends to him? Oh yeah, this is Joe.
What do you think, Wendy?
Well, you don't want to assume, okay? I think you have to be very careful assuming, okay? So if you need clarification, okay, this is what I look for. This is just me. I look for them to say, they start planning things like it's a we thing. We should do this, or we should do that, or when we go on vacation, it's we in planning is what I look for, right? And you kind of like, we, you might need some clarification on that. You can ask for it.
Okay, so do you think men think the same exact way, or do you think they just kind of go with the flow and one day they say they love you and next day they're asking you to marry them, or what? What do you think?
Oh, no, no. What?
Everyone, I know you guys are frozen on my side. I'm probably frozen on your side. So we'll just hang out here for a few minutes. But Wendy wasn't having that comment that I just made. So we'll wait until things are back to normal to
Am
hear.
I- Yeah,
No,
you
me-
are. Okay.
Now we're not frozen. We're all together.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're in the matrix. Ah.
So go ahead, Wendy. So when I said that, you were all over that.
Yeah, because you said do they just go with the flow, and one day they tell you that they love you, and then the next day they propose. I'm like, no, no, it's not like that. They do go with the flow though, and then I think it's you might know, you might have a feeling when that happens when you are a couple, but you don't want to assume it. You know, you have to be careful there.
Okay.
Might need to get some clarification.
So you just have to have, but that's where a conversation, being able to have comfortable conversation comes in without,
Sure.
alienated because you said something that someone didn't like or whatever. But I think that from a woman's perspective, I think women do kind of jump the gun and see relationship long before a guy does, because we get to the habit, not only the Wendy, the whole we thing, we're just like, well, he said he wasn't seeing anyone else and I'm not seeing anyone else. So, I guess we are seeing each other and that's just it. And you automatically in your mind assume it's a relationship. And I think that from a man's perspective, it depends on the man, because some men think the same way that women do. Some men want to be, I don't want, for lack of a better word, possessive to that degree that they think they're in a relationship sometimes sooner than you think you're in a relationship with them. And then there are those that just go with the flow, and one day, through osmosis, you're in a relationship.
Well,
Yeah.
let me ask you this. When I posed a question some time ago about how soon should you bring a new guy around your friends,
Uh-huh.
right? So now let me pose this question. How soon do we as women, if we've been dating somebody, you got to go in that cage. If we've been dating somebody, let's say over a month or so, do we ask them, so what are we? Or do we
Well,
ask them?
I wouldn't say a month, because I don't relationship myself up in a month like that. No, I don't. I would say at least by 3 months. If I'm seeing someone regularly, and it's been about 3 months, I'll find a way to find out if we're exclusive or not. But I think a 3-month time frame. I don't want to be a cliche and use 3 months for everything, but you do need, I think, more than a month. More than a month.
Excuse me, I have to attend to Blueberry.
Take care of Blueberry. Okay. What do you think, Wendy? While Bonnie takes care of
Definitely longer than a month. I mean, it's going to take me longer than a month to open up, to get to know somebody, and for them to get to know me.
right.
That's a little, I mean, it could happen.
Yeah.
It could happen. If all the stars align, but not likely, right? It takes a little longer to get to know somebody, and how can you be in a relationship with them when you don't know them?
You don't really
Right.
know them. And
Yeah.
and like Vaughn, when we were talking before, knowing them is when they start inviting you to their family gatherings, you start inviting them to your family gatherings. And, and that's another thing. When those kinds of things start to happen, I can say, I think from a woman's point of view, I think actually both sides, because the man isn't going to take you around his family and his friends if he really doesn't like you. Now, to say that he thinks he's in a relationship, that might be a stretch for me, speaking for a man. But I think for a woman, most women would think, well, we are in a relationship, a one-on-one relationship, if he's doing that and I'm doing this, same thing basically. So, but that's it. I thought that was real interesting. So we got to look for that.
It is.
We got to look for that when we get into these wonderful relationships that are hiding behind the silver lining, because they are there. We are not, but hey, listen to this guy. Let's get into this. Steve Harvey, he will drop a gem every now and then. Sometimes I have to say, okay, Steve, I've got to move on. But this one I kind of stuck with. So Steve said that women need to understand the game and everything.
Right.
Gosh. So he said that women need to stop giving out likes and start giving out standards. And I said, well,
I
damn,
thought that was great.
you
Mhm.
are so right, because the first thing, I like to go to the movies, or I like flowers, some silly stuff like that. And he said, and I'll just get you guys' opinion on this. He said that women, instead of saying all of those little things like that, I like flowers, I like chocolate, I like
Notes on the car and
send me a nice little text telling me how much you miss me. He's
Good morning, good night.
cut it, just stop it. He said women need to start giving out standards, telling men, I like caring men, I like thoughtful men, I like chivalrous men, I like intelligent men, I like men that like to have a conversation.
Yeah,
So from your
yeah.
point of view, when you start, what he said was that now you give men a challenge. You give them something that they have to think about, they have to work at. They can go buy some chocolate and some flowers and send a text. He said, by the time 2 weeks is up, you tired of texting, and you still don't know, if you haven't seen the guy yet, you still don't know if he opens or closes doors. You know what I'm saying? you
Well,
don't.
also he said that you're gonna get all the chocolate and you're gonna get the
I'm
texts
tired of it.
until they sleep with you, and then that's over.
Right, Wendy, because he said that's the game. He said because men are not approaching you for no reason. They want something. So the longer you hold
Yes.
out on that something, you have more opportunity by saying these kinds of things. I like caring men. I like thoughtful men. I like chivalrous men. So if you hold out long enough, you'll find out if he is that kind of guy, if he is worth having what you have. That good.
Mhm. And if he's not that kind of guy, that's a lot of work, right? To act like you are.
Exactly.
That's a
Just
lot
still
of
trying to
work.
get the cookie.
No, yeah,
Now
Wendy,
there will be some who will put in that work.
elaborate on that a little bit in terms of having a guy having to work hard to do those kinds of things to prove to you that he is that person.
That's almost the 90-day thing that Steve Harvey said in the beginning, right? Don't give up the cookie first. Don't give it up the first month if you can. You need to hold out, and if they are not.
Yeah, that's basically it. You gotta look for
More.
consistencies or
Yes, consistency. That's a good word.
Mhm. So you're looking to see if they're pretending to be what you said you wanted, which is easy. Well, not easy, really. It's not easy.
It's
If
easy
that's
for a
not who
week.
they are.
They do it for a week or a month, like depending
Right.
on how often you see that person. They could fool you like that.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's hard to do that over time, though.
yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
But I think that any man that wants to work at any of those things and make sure that he's opening and closing doors, pulling out chairs, he's being thoughtful, he's sitting down, he's having a conversation with you, he's listening to you, understanding you. That, to me, any man that wants to take the time to do that is probably worth getting to know a little bit better, because like we said, anybody can buy flowers, send chocolate, even take you on a vacation. You know what I'm saying? Because depending on who the guy is, if he loves to go on vacation and he likes you enough, you can go on a vacation with him in a month. I've done that. I've gone on vacation. Well, yes, I have. So
Tramp.
That's why I say part of
everybody out there, did you hear what she said? She called me a tramp. Okay.
Listen, separate bedrooms or
Okay, so now you want to get my business. I shall not divulge anything else.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
I like that.
She said she's not gonna divulge anything else, Bonnie. That's what she said.
Yep.
I don't like the cookie got out of the jar.
No.
But
It happens, right? We're all adults. It happens
it
sometimes.
definitely happens. It definitely happens. You
Yeah.
know, Especially if you like the person and you enjoy the company and whatnot, and they offer you a vacation and yeah, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So tell me, guys, what is a time frame over the course of the relationships that you've had over the years? At what point did you feel like you were in a relationship with someone? And if you didn't feel like that, why? And it could have been 20 years ago. It's just a question.
I can't even remember.
You know, now this was assuming, right?
Yeah.
This was-
It's
yeah, I learned, right? So this was assuming this person like Heineken, right? So they said, you know, I'm gonna buy some Heineken and I'm
your
gonna keep it in your fridge.
refrigerator. Heard that before.
So okay, we were seeing each other on a regular, basis, and I got Heineken in my refrigerator, right? It's Heineken. I don't drink it, So, but that was assuming.
And that's like leaving a pair of pants or your underwear or your undergarments at his house. And
Yes, that would be the male version of that.
Right. And he doesn't say anything. He just lets you leave him there. So
Yeah.
you automatically are now thinking that, oh wow, we're in a relationship. and he's not thinking that. All he's doing is making sure those underwear are out of sight for the next woman that probably comes.
Okay, hello.
Yeah.
Easy to put those things aside.
And bring them back out when you come home.
I think I was
You don't
going
even
out with
have
a
to bring
guy
them back out.
for
Oh, baby, I just put them in the drawer right there with my stuff. And then you really feel good when they say that. I put them
oh
in the
yeah, you feel real personal. Cuddly.
So ladies, is this the game? Is that what this is? Is this?
I think
Okay.
I think it's the game if they don't turn out to be the man. If they don't
Exactly.
turn out, if you're not in a relationship, it's the game.
Yeah.
You know.
And we
And
have,
That's
honestly,
how you get drawn in. They're drawing you in. Okay.
and
and
now
I
but
think
the other game is to know how to find out what kind of man he is. And that game is stop with the foolishness and say specific things that you want in a man, that you like in a man. You like a man that is chivalrous. You like a man that likes to sit down and talk to you and communicate. You like an intelligent man.
Yeah.
Throw the intelligent one in there. That's probably going to send them all back to the circus.
oh God.
Well, I told you I keep seeing the profiles out there that say I'm a what was that word, Chris?
Shivers.
No,
I'm a
no.
shivers man.
No. The guys are saying that they are either they'll say they are omnivert, which is just you're both introverted and extroverted. Sometimes you see that one out there. Now, one that I told you about, Chris, was where you're.
I know what you're talking about, but I forgot what it is.
Okay. You're attracted, like you're sexually attracted to
the knowledge, to the
intelligence.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but yes, yeah, that's what
I have to pull out the dictionary sometime on this.
That's what
on these
stimulates that's what stimulates their brain, not the physicality, it's the intellect.
That's what stimulates them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like not the physicality. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. What was that? That did have a specific name.
Yeah.
Something I never heard of before, but anyway.
Anyway.
I'm going to say it was probably like 7 years ago. I was dating this guy. He was not American. He was another nationality. So I had the opportunity to go and visit him on a couple occasions. So now, if he's taking me all the way to where he lives, I'm already saying, oh yeah, we're in a relationship. And lo and behold, we were not in a relationship.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say,
I got all kinds of gifts and nice things. And it was just weird. Have you ever dated a guy like that will do any and everything, and then suddenly they're not there anymore? I'm like, who does that?
Do you mean like disappear? Did he just disappear, like ghost, or
not just disappear, but you know how men and women, they kind of slowly start breaking the ties. They're not calling every day anymore. You're not
Oh,
going
gradually, it's kind of, okay.
dissipating, but that kind of thing. And I'm like, and that threw me for a loop. I'm like, who does that? Buys you all these nice gifts, flies you to see his family, and yeah. So I thought we were when I got off the plane, I thought we was in a relationship.
Mhm.
Well,
But
and
what I'm saying.
I can see why, but we can't even say
Everybody
that was a
felt like that.
cultural, that's not even a cultural.
That's what he did. You know what I'm saying?
He did that with all of his women.
Just hooked women in like
That's
that.
like the guy from
time he
the
wanted
dating,
Him with you. You know what I'm saying?
Twitter,
the guy. that's-
Tinder swindler.
Yes, he did
Yeah.
that with every single one of his women, and he got them to really feel like he loved them all each. And I mean, he had oodles, right? That was his game. Just like, Steve Harvey said, that was his game. These
Yeah,
women
he
believed him.
actually was playing a millionaire's game. He was
a
pretending.
millionaire,
Yeah,
and
that
he
was
had
part of
every
his
single woman sending him money and
book.
everything. And he spent what, 6 months in jail, if that much, maybe 3 months, and now he's in Atlanta trying to do something here.
Mhm.
Wait,
No.
is he trying to do the same thing?
They're calling it something else, but he's in
His
Atlanta.
answer. This is his answer to the
to what they charged
documentary.
him. Right.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because he's saying it was all false. By the way, guys, the name of that is a sapiosexual.
Oh yeah, sapio.
Oh,
That's right. Sapios, that's it.
video.
I'm leery of sapiosexuals, okay? I need you to be stimulated from my mind and my physicality as well, okay? That scares me of only thing, because men are physical. So if a man isn't physical, that's like I don't know. That's like an orange flag, almost red flag for something. I don't know what though. What do you think about that?
It's a big red.
Yeah, what do you think about that? I mean, seriously, a man that is stimulated by your intellect.
When I first read it, I was like, oh, I think I'm that way.
Oh, you're the female version.
And we had a long discussion about it. You were really meant. I don't know. It's interesting though. It's maybe a little bit extreme, because that means that you're not attracted to physicality at all then, right?
Well, I won't say not at all, but that's not the leading factor. You know what I mean? The intellect is the leading factor.
Uh-huh.
I guess what throws
It says both LGBTQ people and heterosexuals people may identify as sapiosexuals.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying about heterosexual people that identify that way. The average man is attracted to the physical. You know what I'm saying? That he's not attracted
first, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to be so if you're attracted to my intellect, that's cool, but I need to know that you're attracted to me as a whole person as well. You know what I mean?
So, that's true. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Chrissy, getting back to dating someone that has taken you away, given you gifts and whatnot, I don't find that to be so odd. I find that that you can go along with a person for like a year and then get ghosted. And you don't know why. And then you thought about all the things you did.
That really blows me away. It's like you spend that kind of time with somebody and then they're up and they're not there. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That can put your whole mind in a whole different hemisphere. Just thinking about, why did you do something? Why would the person just up and leave? It's just kind of disheartening,
Yeah.
Hey guys out there, please remember, share.
It happens though. It happens.
Yeah, it definitely does happen. And leave comments. We need you to leave comments.
Like
one more time, we're going to be on JPRG Radio. It is an internet radio station Once again, it's JPRG Radio, April 1st at 8 o'clock. Jazz and Conversation. Listen to your girls talk about relationships because, like I said, we all still believe there is a silver lining. That's why we are here having this conversation with you all. Come on, we need you to speak back to us, all right? Ladies. So
Let us know what you think.
we are still in the running for the silver lining. We have not given up yet. And you know what? We need to remember, we need to start, because I'll be honest, I would be saying stupid stuff. Oh, I like flowers. I like flowers.
No, since I read that, I really don't ever want to say that again. Or movies or this, that, and the other thing. Yeah, I like the second thing.
Exactly. I want you, wait,
Wanting more.
wait,
Yeah.
wait, let me ask you a
Mhm,
question. And we-
mhm. And that you're interested in, right? So instead of saying what you're interested in, you say what you want from a man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Have you ever went out with a guy and sat in the car and waited for him to open the door?
Oh, a couple
No,
of
I
times,
don't think that I have.
maybe a couple of times. But you know what? I have to have it just reaching. And if the person is that kind of a person, they stop you and say, I got this. Because I'm just already going there. And they're like, no, I got this.
Yeah,
You know.
I probably just opened it too, Bonnie.
Guys like that, he's going to be, that's a consistency. If he's like that the first time, I think that's a consistency. He's
Yeah.
back.
No, I ended up having to open the door myself. And this is what he said. He said to me when I got to the door of the restaurant, because he was already at the door. He said, oh, I was wondering what you were doing in the car. All right, ladies, we have our connections tonight. You guys, I know I'm probably frozen on your side. You guys are frozen on my side. Okay, here we go. So wait, so you heard that, right? So he was at the door. And so I had to open the door for myself. And when I got to the door, he said, I was wondering what you're doing in the car. In my
I
head,
was
I
fixing my
said, "Damn,
makeup,
bring me
get my
the
hair
door."
right.
Was your door locked?
It's
What's
stuck,
going
it's
on?
stuck.
My
Mm-mm.
goodness.
Yeah.
So needless to say, that relationship did not last.
Chivalry is not dead, but it is on life
We
support.
kind of we were running over each other there.
Oh, so I said chivalry is not dead, but it is on life support.
Support, right? Well, you know what?
Okay.
I like that. It's on life. We at least it's still around. There's still some men that believe in, and I just think that is such a nice little gesture for a guy to do. And the thing, how men talk about all the things that they want women to do and women should do, yada yada yada. But it's those little things that they don't realize if they did for us, they wouldn't have to worry about all those other things that they want to, because we would just do them automatically. It's like osmosis. All the just
Mhm.
little things, opening a door, pulling out a chair. You know what I'm saying? Just simple stuff.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
well, ladies, we are coming to the end of this episode of Silver Lining. It's always wonderful to talk to you guys. I cannot wait until we are on the radio station with Jonathan on it's not W, I'm sorry, but it's station, and it's JRPJ Radio. It's the jazz station. They play all types of music. They play R&B, they play hip hop, they play rap. There are segments all throughout the day, but we are going to be on the jazz show at 8 p.m. on April 1st. Conversations in Jazz. Check us out, guys. We want you there with us. We're going to have some great conversations with Jonathan Young. All right, ladies, I'll see you in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Bye, everybody. See you next week.